this show. You know what it is? Hey, ham solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's time how we do. Hey. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a wheel. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing hot wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for bliss. Cut you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go.
What's cracking, folks? What's cracking? How y'all doing out there? I hope everybody's having a good Monday, good start to the week. Oh shit, look at this gameplay on Immortals of Avium. This shit right here is hot. K Mega was right. He said to go on ahead and check this joint out. And as a matter of fact, if you guys followed me on TSWS Gaming, I did a whole breakdown of what this game was gonna be and whatnot. There's just so much games to play, so I just didn't get to it. But now, bro, it's going down, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of really cool stuff to look forward to. And if you are a Game Pass member, looks like they trying to get over there. Have you seen that news recently, K Mega?
No, but I could definitely see that, especially after hearing the news of the developers and the game not selling well. So I could definitely see that. But it's definitely worth playing. It's definitely worth buying, in my opinion. It's a really good game.
Yeah, absolutely. How far did you end up getting on it?
I didn't get to this part. You're a lot further than I am. I got past the chick that was flying that you was talking about before at one point. We had the powers that you seen her, and then you had to do the puzzles to get through that cave. I got out of that, and you fought the dragon. I got all past that and got to another part of that world, and then that's where I stopped because I'm going to continue to stream it, and I just haven't gotten back to streaming it yet. So that's where I'm at.
Well, I definitely recommend this game. It's like a smooth, more I don't want to say more sophisticated than Doom, because Doom is very sophisticated. I want to say it's just like the story is more, I don't know, just it's just a little bit more of like a story game than it is like Doom, where Doom is like go just kill everything, just kill. This game is just like it wants you to be involved in the story and everything that's going on with it. But anyways, here's a little post that I found from Okami Games on Twitter. He says Immortals of Avium is likely come into Game Pass and PlayStation Plus soon. We're talking to Sony-Microsoft about getting the game onto both of these of those services. We don't have a date yet. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen though, and I'm assuming it's more or less because if you've been paying attention,
right,
it's been a little rough. They've lost, I want to say, a little over half of their staff,
somewhere
like that.
there.
It's either a little under or a little over. But shout out to John TJ with the $5 super chat to get us kicked off. Shout out to y'all members up in the chat, and shout out to John TJ starting us off hot, saying, "What's up, brothers? How are you guys?" Everyone hit the like button. Yes, please hit that like button. It helps out a ton. Just like Zocker and all them fools say, it helps out more than you know. It really does. It helps us get through the algorithm so people can see what's popping over here and stuff like that, please go ahead and help us out by hitting that like button for sure. But then he goes on to also say with another $2 super chat, Alan Wake 2 is amazing. First time playing. I haven't touched that game, but K Meg, got any thoughts on it, brother?
No, man. Just a little sample size that I played of it. It is pretty breathtaking graphically. It is I'm not in the scary games anymore, but I want to give it a run. And so it's graphically is insane. It's definitely more story driven, story based so far for what I played. Like I said, it's just a sample size. I've just gotten into the part where I've the new characters introduced. We're getting into town after we talk to the police. Yeah, and the cop guy, the guy that is the main director at Remedy, like their team. Yeah. It's pretty dope. But I've gotten to the town, and then that's where I stopped. Like, as you said, there's so many games to play. And so when I finally beat Starfield, I was like, okay, I'm finna jump on Hogwarts Legacy before the awards, and then we found the announcement. And I haven't gave any comments about it yet. I'm going to do my thoughts talking about that sometime this week about the VGA's nominees and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's it's a beautiful game. It's and I'm not mad about it being nominated for Game of the Year. It's really slick.
Oh yeah, Alan Wake. I'm sitting here thinking of Immortals of Avium, man. That game is hot though.
Oh yeah, no, it's dope. It's dope. It's just another one of those games that, in a long lineup of a strong 2023 games lineup, where it's going to be forgotten because a lot of people haven't got a chance to play it. So this is the best opportunity for people to get their hands on it, is Game Pass. So this is, I think, is the pathway which strengthens both services, is because of the fact if those games don't do well sales wise, they always have something to revert to, lean back on, and that is PlayStation Plus and Game Pass.
I got a question for you and the chat out there, whoever feels the need to want to partake in the show and write some stuff in the chat. I'm more than happy to read it back if you have something interesting to say. But my question to you, K Mega, is, do you think that the game being pushed back a month really hurt it, or do you think that this whole year was just a bad idea?
No, it hurt it, because it would have came out at the perfect time, because the competition that it had was Atlas Falling, which is another good game. You beat that game.
Yes.
Yeah, and Remnant 2, which is a good game. I got those games too. Haven't put that much time into Remnant because I want to kind of play it with people, but I have put some time into Atlas Fallen. Really enjoyed that. But then people might say, well, Diablo was going through their struggles at that point in time. At that point in time, there was at their struggles. Street Fighter 6 hype was kind of weighed down a little bit.
It's dying down, yeah.
It was dying down, and it was at the perfect slot for it to drop in and get a little bit of praise. And I think if people get a chance to play Avium, because that's when I was like, oh, I'm going to get Avium and knock that out, because I was trying to knock out Forspoken right before Avium came out, and then they announced that it was going to be delayed, and I'm like, oh, it's cooked, because not only did it come out around Starfield, it came out around the same time as Madden, NBA 2K, Mortal Kombat 1. It was cooked. It was cooked. So it was EA with another crazy, silly decision of not checking the temperature in the room. It's the same thing that would happen with Titanfall 2. Just putting it in there, even though the game is quality and it warrants that attention, but it's a brand new IP. In this day and age, brand new IPs, it's dangerous to put these out against known commodities and known IPs, because if you do that, then you have to have a bona fide banger. And
that's a fact.
Unfortunately, Immortals of Avium just didn't live up to the hype like that, because it's also another, like, I think it was like $70. So It was 50. It was 50 or 70. I can't remember how much it was. It was between. It might have been 60. I said 50. No, I wasn't 50. I think it was 60
Immortals?
or 70. Yeah. How much
Yeah,
was it?
60. It's 60.
Okay, it was 60. Okay, because I was, but yeah, like when you're going against Madden, when you're going against Mortal Kombat 1, you're going against Starfield, you're going against every other game that's just get that much hype. And then you got this game, I'll pick it up later. And as you can see, EA wasn't playing around. So, man, it's unfortunate. But at least it will come here and people get a chance to play it on these services.
Yeah, and then to kind of take what you're saying and run with it, like this game, you're right. It was slotted in that perfect timing. That's why Remnant was slotted for that time. That's why Atlas Fallen was slotted during that time, because they knew it was slim pickings on times to deliver their game. And I think it was just, man, delaying it a month, like you think in your head, like delaying it a month ain't that long, right? And it isn't very long, but it was just enough time for, as you said about Mortal Kombat, Baldur's Gate. Once Baldur's Gate came out,
that's right. I forgot about Baldur's Gate. Yeah,
it was
done.
like forget it.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, you have the sprinkle of those that love the nostalgia of Armored Core.
That's right. Yeah, I got Armored Core too. That's right. See, so many damn games. Yeah, it was in trouble.
Armored Core, and then Starfield to tie up that specific area, which got 6 million players, its first week?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's just like all these people are tied up in these other games, and they're not short games that they're tied up in.
No.
They're really long, deep games, pause. But anyways, let's get to the beginning of the show. Shout out to everybody watching. We got 22 people that pulled up so far. We only got 14 likes, so hit that like button if you haven't already.
Share it out.
Yeah, share this sucker out as well. Let me go on ahead and say hello to everybody that rolled up in here. Remake Station 5 coming here first. Oh my goodness. Remake Station 5 coming through first, and we definitely got a little something to talk about when it comes to remakes. Ray Chi popping through, channel member. What's cracking? Lady Foxfire as well. Good to see you. John TJ with a couple super chats already that I already read. Pixel Bit G's, Stanley Francois. It's Timmy. What's cracking, brother? Let's see. Matt Likes Games. Loke, the brother, is out here. The other half of this channel is here. Good to see you, man. But anyways, let's keep it pushing right now. Let's go on ahead and talk a little bit about this whole Last of Us thing.
Again?
Again, brother. Are you excited to play your favorite Last of Us again? And more than likely, it's coming to PC soon after. It has to be.
Yes.
Especially if they're going through all this extra trouble for it. Mm-hmm. I figured they'd want to make some bucks and throw it on the PC, right? Do you think, let me ask you this first. Do you think it comes to PC right away?
Yes, absolutely. I think once they announce it, I think it's coming the same time or within the next couple of months after that. I mean, like less than 90 days. It would be a tragedy if they would make another blunder and shun PC gamers yet again when the only reason why they're doing this is for sales. You know what I'm saying? I know that they want to try to move units, consoles, but they want sales, and so they want to kind of make up for the lackluster 2023. So yeah, if you're going to bring this game out, you got to put it out there on PC. Kind of make it seem like the PC gamers just didn't miss out and got caught up into the whole situation like they did with God of War and Horizon Forbidden West and all the rest of those games about having them out, not coming in a couple of years. Like, just bring it out and with this version. And let's just go ahead and enjoy it. So I am kind of excited for that because I'll get the best version of that game, and I'll go ahead and I'll go through it and play it again. You know, so and be pissed off at the ending, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it'll be worth it. I'll just show some gameplay, let people see the true version, the true beautiful version. Yeah, listen, man. Okay, when I'm playing when I played the first, I show gameplay of the Last of Us on PC, or the remake on PC. My God, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I went back, turned on my PlayStation, went back just to see if I was just mistaken. And no, you know what I'm saying? That the video had that game cooking, boy. Woo! Anyway, so yeah, I'll be looking forward to this.
Jesus. This man's out of control. This man's out of control. But anyways,
that PlayStation PC connection, baby. Let's go.
Anyways, I'm about to get on my King David real quick and just say that I'm going ahead and announce this at the beginning. I'm a fraud. I'm gonna announce that at the beginning because I'm not gonna sit here and just hate on remasters or remakes too much because I just purchased ASA, and if you know what that is, it's Ark Survival Ascended, and it's literally just a remake of 2016's Ark. So if I'm gonna complain about this, I gotta check my own Carfax, right? So I'm just gonna put that out there first. But at the same time, I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, they're saying like improved graphics and stuff like that. Keep in mind, the game already was beautiful, right?
Yeah,
I beat it on PS5 on the PS5, obviously the PS4 version, but at the time it was given the like uncapped FPS or like 60 FPS or whatever version to it. So I played it and it was smooth, it was nice, it played fine. I got to see all the awfulness. It was great. So I look at this, and just for a person like me, I'm not a Last of Us stan. Like, I like Last of Us, but I'm not like a person that like has to, play it and then play it again and then play it again. Like, I'm more willing to do that with like Spider-Man than I am with Last of Us. Last of Us, the story is just too heavy for me to want to go through that over and over again. Right, I'm good after the first time. I'm like, I got it. That was some shit. I got it. I'm good. So seeing this come out, I'm just flat out not interested. And it's just me not being as big of a fan for this as I am like for some Ark, okay? And that's just me. I'm not saying Ark is better than this. I'm just saying it just doesn't seem that great. But on top of it, but they are adding a few other modes. I guess there's supposed to be like some sort of survival. Like they say there's the roguelike mode as well.
I ain't playing that garbage. No.
It's to me, it's just like it's kind of weird because they're supposed to be doing something with factions this year, and they're just like kind of giving us whatever they got.
Right.
It kind of feels like, because we're sitting here thinking of what's going to be the next PlayStation exclusive game to come out. I'm not counting this as one of them. I'm sorry. You can count it if you want. I'm not counting this because it's really just a $10 upgrade. At the end of the day, if you have the game already, it's like counting Ghost of Tsushima again. I don't think anybody did that.
I'm sure Stans did. In some way, shape,
sure. I'm talking about somebody that's logically thinking of a new game to come out. This isn't a new game. Right, this isn't even The Last of Us Part 1. Again, right? Because like I said, they're selling this as like you can literally go down to the store, pick yourself up a cheap copy of The Last of Us Part 2, and then pay this $10 upgrade. I did that with Ghost of Tsushima. I did that with Uncharted 4 as well. I bought, Uncharted 4 and paid the $15 upgrade or whatever it was for that, and I got it PS5, and it was phenomenal. I wish they'd do that with more of the Uncharted. I mean, obviously they'd have to remake the first 3. They wouldn't be able just to slap a remaster on that sucker.
That's what I want them to make for the PC is the trilogy. Like,
I can see.
Come on, do that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I have to pay a little bit extra again because I'm sure it's going to be $50 on PC. So, I'll go ahead and risk it all to get the best version of the game, play it at a good 144 frames per second, all the bells and whistles. You know what I'm saying? Look at, Ellie and old girl, make out, Job get cooked. and Abby get plowed.
Cooking.
They get cooked. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
She gets cooked and two cooking.
She gets two cooking and gets cooked. But no, I that, like I was telling you before, like if people listen to me, I said like it's very hard for me to get through the first game. I've never beat the first game because I just can't get past it. I've put in more effort on this one because now since it's on PC, this remake, I went further than I ever have. So I think I can go ahead and get through it. But the Last of Us 2, I enjoyed it actually. I mean, the story aspect of it is cool. The ending is what I hated the most about the game, but still the shock factor, I'm cool with everything else that they did within the game. So, and I don't have those emotional ties like other people did that was so invested in the first game. So, so it's going to be bittersweet to finally go ahead and beat the first one and then go ahead and now actually see now what it's like to go through it after beating the first one. So yeah, instead of just beating the second one and not ever knowing what happened at the end of the first one. Well, I know what happened at the end of the first one, but emotionally going through it by playing it. So
no doubt. And before I get to John TJ's super chat, my whole point at the end of the day, because I'm not trying to spend too much time on this subject. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not going to sit on the soapbox and sit here and cry, bitch, and moan for an hour about this. I just am more or less saying that I feel like I'm getting kind of just that little bit of gristle. Oh, yeah. I'm not getting a whole cut of what I'd want from Sony. I'm just getting a little bit of gristle. Yeah, it tastes good still, but it's just like I'm still hungry after this. And I understand Spider-Man just came out, but I'm looking forward to something after Spider-Man, a game that I already beat, isn't it? A game that a lot of us already beat, isn't it? A game that just won Game of the Year 3 years ago. No, obviously it did good then because a lot of people already played it. So now you get, so now you're giving it to us again, and I'm just over here like, God damn. Shout out to John TJ with the $2 super chat right here that says, Ham Solo is Arc Ascended available on Xbox right now? I have to go back and look up go back and look up and see what the Arc Twitter page has been saying, because they said they were supposed to have an update early this week about Arc Survival Ascended. They've been fumbling the bag hard with it. I've been getting called all sorts of names by people in the Arc Survival community because I'm supportive to what they're trying to do, and they're just like, boycott them. I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Boycotting them right before they roll the game out? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's supposed to be. It says slated for this month. So so
they're supposed to have an announcement like either today or tomorrow. They said early in the week that they'd have an announcement for the Xbox launch of Ark Survival Evolved, and then the PlayStation Ark Survival Ascended, and then the PlayStation version of it is supposed to be at the end of the month or beginning of December at some point. They're going to be the last rollout is on the PS5. So yeah, and if it's not looking good for Xbox right now for their rollout, I'd be surprised if it looks great for the PlayStation's rollout either. But Darren Hauser, just to kind of close out this subject, says Gears of War got a boost on Series X for free, $10 for an upgrade with that with extras that should have been in the game from the beginning, nah, this ain't it, fam.
No, he's right. Like, I mean, the only reason why I'm going to spend the money again is because I'm going to get the best version of it on PC. That's the only reason. I wouldn't spend a dime on this game again. No. I already got the other version. Why would I? You know what I'm saying? No, you gave me, like you said, slim pickings. You gave me some modes that I ain't asked for. Now for the $10, and you said that you would implement factions too, or just factions, the first factions, to kind of put people through a beta test until you get it fixed and ready to go for whenever you want to do factions too. Then I think that would be worth it for the $10. But just coming in here and just, again, nickel and diming me for something that I've already showed commitment and spent money for. One company is over here giving me something for free and showing appreciation of us investing into that company. The other is like, well, we expect you to pay more. No, I mean, I feel that. Like I said, I'm never gonna sit here and tell anybody what to buy and what not to buy.
Oh,
but
absolutely not.
I am totally understanding of why it's just not it when you can look and see what the competition gives and it's free. You know what I'm saying? It's the same game just with a couple of other modes, and it was crazy when I was going through Reddit and reading some people was acting like it was a brand new game. No, it's not. It's nothing new. All these new modes. Those modes they're not going to be anything to where it's worth $10. So it is what it is. I mean, nobody at PlayStation they're complaining about it, but they're not showing that they're upset by it by not purchasing these things. They're going ahead and still supporting it. So
K-Mega, imagine if it costed $10 to play Husky Raid.
Oh, Halo be really cooked.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm equating this to.
Yeah.
Where this is like a whole new mode. Sure, Halo gives us a whole new mode all the time, but they don't charge us extra for the mode. So I'm just over here just like, you just trying to get something because you ain't got a whole lot coming right now. So you gotta keep the money coming in somehow. I mean, K-Mega's on his soapbox hard about Spider-Man. I ain't sure I want to take him off the chain for that one. Because once you pop with K-Mega on that, the fun really doesn't stop.
It don't.
He just like this man poured it on me for like 20 minutes yesterday.
Last night, I know. I was like,
and I was just like, God damn, like this man he is not feeling Spider-Man 2. He is not feeling them sales numbers and stuff like that. Right
I'm not. You show me those little graphs all you want to, sucker. We know what those are console sales. Those were just people just saying, I want to buy Spider-Man solo. You know what this is. You know what I'm saying? People know what this is. That's why if this was Sony would have, and I'll be brief on it because I don't want to go all deep into it like I did last night. All I just want to say is this. If Sony was so quick last gen to show you those numbers is not the same. God of War is the only game that has significant numbers that matches to what God of War 2018 did. Every other game that PlayStation has dropped has not come close to comparison to the previous game. It just hasn't. Gran Turismo, Horizon Forbidden West, any of them. It took over a year before they even said anything about Horizon Forbidden West, and they were bundling the hell out of that game. And you know what? I only hear so many people talking about Horizon Forbidden West in a positive light. I know a bunch of people who's played it, but they act like they can't stand the game. I actually personally like Aloy. I like the game, but yeah, you didn't, and most people that I talk to don't, and that's tragic, right? So I don't know, but listen, It's just not
The game
the
is
same.
beautiful, but it just was boring.
I can't wait for the PC version. I can't wait. I'll buy that for 60. If they
Okay, Maggie, you'll like it.
if they charge it for 70, I'd buy it because that's how much I like Horizon.
K Mega like boiled chicken though, so I mean, I'm not.
It's healthy. Hell.
See what I'm saying? He
With some
boiled chicken with no seasoning.
No.
That's K Mega right there.
That's where
like that boiled chicken with no seasoning.
That's where you fucked up. No. You got to put some seasoning on my chicken. You know what I'm saying? We both got white wives. They better put some goddamn seasoning on their food.
Oh, facts, man.
Ain't gonna be. Hey.
I turned into Gordon Ramsay real quick.
Get out!
Right. Get out!
You give me this garbage. Throw the plate away. No. My wife.
Slap the chicken.
Yeah. Take it to the black family if she didn't know. But no, I'm actually pretty cool. I was shocked when my wife, my girlfriend cooked a little something for me, and I was scared as hell. I was like, oh hell.
No. My girl from the South though, so she already knows what it is with the green. She hollered at my mom and was like, Hey, mom, she calls her moms, of course, as well, too, and says, yo, can you make sure you cook some greens? What you want me to pick up ham hocks? And I was like, I looked over at my wife like, all right, like you good. I don't need to say nothing. It sounds like y'all women got it taken care of over here. But anyway, shout out to Sir X-Men. He says there's no way that a remake should come out in 2 years. That has never been done in history except for only Sony doing that with their games. And then I think he's right. I mean,
I think he's right.
You know, I mean, like I said earlier, keep in mind that what's that damn game that I'm thinking of? Ghost of Tsushima had its director's cut for $10 extra. Not long, only a couple years after. I'm surprised it took them this long, and that's why I feel like they're kind of just grasping for something at this point.
And Death Stranding. You got a director's cut.
And Death Stranding as well. So it's not like the first time that we've ever seen like a $10 upgrade from something that's kind of new. It's just like the way that this was strung along. Like y'all could have did this a while back. Right? But it seems like y'all had a plan that didn't come to fruition. So now you're just, you're giving me a biscuit because dinner ain't ready yet. And telling me to go back downstairs and go play and get up out the kitchen.
Right. Exactly.
That's kind of what it feels like. Pixelbit G says something gangster right here that I love. He says, as long as people are okay with getting milked, I'ma mind my business. But them same people need to stop talking slick on Xbox. PS4 2023 has been mid. Oh man, he called it PS4 2023.
Wow. Pixel is he's been savage here lately. I think the last 2 months, somebody pissed Pixel off. I don't know who, because Pixel was kind of nice.
The last 3 months, man. It's been 2023 Pixel.
I started catching Pixel going wild. I was like, what? Man, I thought it was a soccer count a couple of months ago. I said, Pixel? What? Man, Pixel ain't playing. It's all about it. There's somebody else asked this question in the chat too. Darian, he said, can you help me understand? Hold on, let me go back to it.
Darren Hauser?
Yeah, he said, can you help me understand if you buy a game through a PSN account, is it free when you want to play it on PC? No, that's just Xbox for a big portion of their games. I wish all of Xbox games do that, but they're still trying to get that Play Anywhere. I'm pretty sure with some contracts, but for the most part, which is very surprising, that
a lot of Sega games on there
and Square Enix games are Play Anywhere. Like Octopath Traveler, I'm pretty sure when Octopath Traveler 2 comes, I'm not at launch, but I'm pretty sure later on it'll become that Sifu. That's a Play Anywhere title. Quite a few games, and of course all of Xbox first party titles, except for the recent ones from ABK, are Play Anywhere. So Said, yeah, but like Starfield is Play Anywhere. So no, Sony does not do that. They're so thirsty for that dollar, man. I mean, they charge. Remember, we're talking about them charging you $10 for an upgrade. So, no, they ain't gonna do that for you. Sorry, Hauser.
And then John TJ says, if you don't hit the like button, Dreamcast guy will visit you in your dreams. So,
man,
I mean, I'm looking at y'all kind of questionable if I don't see the like button seeing the same as the concurrent viewers watching.
Man.
I want to see some
Everybody got a type,
out.
I guess. Everybody got a type.
But anyways, let's go on ahead and push forward. Like I said, I don't want to stick around on this one too long. But anyways, as for the next thing I kind of wanted to talk about was just a little bit of a rumor that I've seen come out that I thought was pretty interesting. The last game wasn't for me, but their main series is, and that is Borderlands. Borderlands 4 and Tiny Tina's Wonderland 2 have both been name dropped by a developer. What do you think about that? Okay, Mega, have you played the Borderlands games or Tiny Tina's? I can tell you straight up, I didn't like Tiny Tina's at all.
You and Don both said that. I just recently picked up Tiny Tina through Humble Bumble. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Humble Bumble, for your free games. Another subscription service that gives you free games. Okay, Mega's just finding all types of angles. But I have not got a chance to play it. But Borderlands 3, I played all the Borderlands. And this is kind of funny because when I bought Borderlands 1, I hated it. I couldn't stand it. Because it was the first game of its kind, really. Because I didn't understand the premise of it. It was kind of weird. I'm like, this is goofy. So I dropped it. Had a homeboy, so rest in peace, Freddie B. He fell in love with Borderlands 2, and he kept talking about it. And I'm like, oh man, I bought the first one. I hate it. He said, no, man, I'm telling you, it's co-op, whatever. I played the second one, got a little bit into it, and then I was like, oh, okay. Then my homeboy passed away. And I promised him that I was going to play the new Borderlands that was coming out, which is Borderlands 3. And I did, and I fell in love with it. So I am now a Borderlands fan, and I'm kind of like, so I got to go back and play the other two because of how much I enjoyed the third game. So I am excited for the fourth one. And what actually got me into the Borderland games wasn't the third game. It was the Telltale games, the Tales of the Borderlands. That story caught me. I'm like, oh, this is kind of dope. So now it got me intrigued, and then I got into it, and then there was a prequel, and I bought the prequel, and I enjoyed that, and then that's what actually got me into it, and it really got me into it. So yeah, no, I'm actually excited for it. But I haven't played Tiny Tina. I do, like I said, I got it from Humble Bumble, but I haven't downloaded and put it on my PC yet.
Okay. Well, just to give some people a little bit more context as to where this kind of came from. It says the new entries in the Loot, Shoot, then Loot Some More series, Borderlands, might be in the works. This article is written by Can Siren off of Games Radar. He says Borderlands 4 and fantasy adjacent sequel Tiny Tina's Wonderland 2 were recently mentioned in the LinkedIn profile of Randall Reese, the former technical director of Lost Boys Interactive, which is a support studio that previously helped out on Tiny Tina's first spinoff and other Take-Two projects. The possible existence of either game is no surprise considering how the Borderlands series sell quicker than something shiny spat out of science fiction fantasy vault. 2019's Borderlands 3 reportedly performed well beyond expectations and has passed 18 million units sold. Wow, 2022, nice. Tiny Tina's Wonderland, meanwhile, was viewed as a new franchise by developer Gearbox thanks to its commercial and critical reception. So yeah, definitely something to look into. If you're a big fan of Borderlands, I really loved Borderlands 2 is my favorite one by far.
Everybody talks about Borderlands 2. I got to jump in and really actually play that game. So
yeah, like I said, whenever you want to do that, K Mega, holla at your boy.
okay.
I'll run in there. I'll either start a new character or I'll keep up with the character I already got. If you're just trying to push through it, like whatever you want. Like my character, it ain't right. It ain't.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. He had Zero. I think that was the name of the dude with the sword.
Me?
No, my homeboy.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I have Maya. I love that phase lock and shit like that. That shit is hot.
Yeah, I picked a big dude, but like I said, I didn't get that much burn into it. I gave it a little bit of shine.
Gunzerker.
Yeah, but I'm definitely going to have to go back and play it because that's what everybody's favorite. But I fell in love with 3. I thought 3 was fantastic. Other than it was about to fry my Xbox One X, but and sometimes I was like, what is going on here? And that thing was screaming and then it cut off. I'm like, what the hell?
I played a lot of Borderlands 3, like to the point where like I was playing with randos online and we were just like running around doing random, missions and like helping them beat the game and doing some of the like raid kind of things that they have in the game. And man, I ended up getting some modded weapons from somebody eventually on like my 3rd character. And there was a glitch where you could copy the weapons. And I figured out how to do it. I don't remember how to do it anymore, but there's a glitch where you could copy the weapons. So I was like copying them and selling them to people. Right? And I had this one specific gun. It was like, I don't know what it was, but it like shot like what seemed like a noob tube, but like 40 at once. And whenever those little like bullets hit the ground, the game would just like freak out. like the game would freak out. And it used to kill my Xbox One X. Like it would shut it off. That gun would. So when I got my Series X, I was like, let me put this thing to the test. Let me see if the Series X is really flexing like it should be, right? Let's see if the SSD is doing its work. I did. I went on ahead and, I invited a couple friends to it. Being an asshole, because I knew what was going to happen. and I started shooting my fucking gun, and my Series X was cool with it.
It was cool.
But all I seen was Jay Nice left the party.
Man, you cooked his Xbox One, man, yo.
Yes, I did. He was like, I don't know what you did, but you shut my console off. And I was like, my bad, dog. I was letting them enemies have it.
Did you play all the DLCs? Because I haven't done them all. I've only done one or two of them.
I did like the Love and Tentacles one. I did like 4 of the DLCs.
I did the Roxy one, and that was
Moxie.
Moxie. That's her name. Yeah, that's the only one.
The Moxie one. That was the Handsome Jack, the fraud Handsome Jack.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That was that one. That one was probably my favorite one.
Was it okay?
Of the DLCs, yeah. The Love and Tentacles one was. The boss at the Love and Tentacles one was cool, but like the rest of the DLC was just kind of like, I just didn't like the loot and stuff that they had in that DLC. I thought it was kind of lame.
Oh, really? Yeah. No.
And I remember they got hit hard by people talking about like agenda pushing and stuff like that because it was
sick of people talking about that. Like,
it was.
Man, there's plenty of people out. Man, listen, if you don't know a person out here that's gay or whatever these days, then maybe you need to get outside because they're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's not agenda based; it's everywhere, bro. You just go to the store. So why trip out? It's not agenda based. It's just part of what's in society. I don't know. All right, I see you in your Halo right now, and you know what I'm saying? I see that you're only showing the clips. The Blue's in here, so the Blue knows the true. This man needs to come outside. This man that's going to show only the clips where he's running out, man. That man likes to hide in the cut.
This was before you started complaining. I was already outside. This was before you started complaining.
Yeah, okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't know why you trying to take it here now.
That's fine.
Why are you trying to take it here?
My version of the gameplay gonna be there. Yeah.
You going ahead and show it. Go on ahead.
I will. GRG, it'll be there. It'll be there.
Show what it is because I was murdering.
Yeah, hiding. I'm out there doing. You know what I'm saying?
I got sniper rifles and stuff like that. Why would I go out? What am I going to go out?
The blue, you heard it. You know what's going on. That man sitting hiding in the cut where we're about. Like I said, that
you
man
can't lay prone in Halo. You acting like I was. Man, I'm sniping over here. I get 30, 35 kills. Megas like
with loafers with no socks, hiding in the back. That man don't want to come outside and battle. Boy, I'm out there.
You was mad because I was getting them kills while you was sitting there running in there and getting your head split.
Bro, so I was over here making things happen. You know what? I was making. I was the MVP a few times, so I don't know. I did my job.
One time.
Two times.
One time.
Twice.
Yeah. You're gonna have to roll that tape because I only remember you bragging one time.
Oh no. The blue. You know what I'm saying? You in there? You in here? You heard it. You heard
it. Hey, why are you over here asking for reinforcements? I'm over here doing my thing. You over here like see, y'all see. I got friends. I got friends, and he ain't even saying nothing. He ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit for you. Anyways, let's go on ahead and kick it. Let's go ahead and kick it to the next topic, man. K-Man over here trying to slow your boy down for no reason.
My god!
But the next actual topic that we gonna get into right here is Call of Duty doubling down. So Call of Duty developer Infinity Ward is expanding. ... Again. They getting bigger, y'all. And you know what that kind of says, in my opinion, K-Mega?
Let's hear it.
Relax, Toys for Bob. Relax, all you other teams out there doing Call of Duty work.
Treyarch, yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to give some support to those that need it for Call of Duty and kind of get those other guys to doing what they supposed to be doing. Working on the games they supposed to be working on. Creating future bangers. Okay, Mega, I want to hear what you think about this.
It just already shows the benefits of the ABK deal. This right here, and I mean, would this be something that they would do already? I'm sure. But it just seems that the confidence behind what they're doing, their plan, their method, all of this, it's all culminated into doing it, showing us and showing that, look, Call of Duty is not going anywhere. Look, I've written off Call of Duty a couple of times myself. I've come to learn I forget what game it was, which version of it. But I was right. I wrote it off twice. And then when I come in, I was like, Battlefield, it's your time.
All right, Black Ops 4.
Kick them. No, it was before Black Ops 4. It was Ghosts, actually. Because Battlefield 4 was so much better than Ghosts. I'm like, here, finally, Battlefield's going to cook them. And then, of course, here comes EA doing some kind of dumb mess, bringing the game out broken. Once it got right, Battlefield is one of the best shooters ever made in the history of shooters, ever. But it was too late. Ghost already did what it was doing. It didn't overtake him. Then the next one was the Battlefield 1. And then at that time it was between like World War II and Black Ops, and it was like the Black Ops 4 or whatever the case. Not Black Ops 3, but the one that was just nothing but Battle Royale. Cooked. Battlefield 1, I think that was the one only Battlefield that outdid Call of Duty, and that was Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 did very well. But just comes to show that this game is generational. we're already locked in. I played the hell out of it. I'm already ready to be prestige when the next season comes. I'm already level 55. I've been playing the hell out of COD. And then when you get to what, another 10, 15 years, that generation is going to be a part of COD. You know, I've made this statement before. And so COD's not going away for at least another 20 years. So to expand and to make more, and then for what Xbox is doing and what their investments, or I should say Microsoft and their investments, it just seems like a match made in heaven. And it didn't seem like that. It seemed like maybe it was a little bit more than what Xbox staff could chew. But Infinity Ward is going to do their thing. Treyarch's going to do their thing. Sledgehammer's going to do their thing. And seeing this right here just only proves, like I said, is that they're gonna push this thing, and Call of Duty is going to just be that cash cow for Xbox when other games might not be. And that's going to just bring more innovation for new titles, bring back some older titles that people have been asking for from Activision. I'm very excited for this news. I mean, it just shows that, hey, look, we're going to do this. Now, the other thing that I think that people are asking for, maybe not the casual fans, but I think more of the people that is looking for Call of Duty to be a little bit more steady, is to make a new version every other year. So that means that when Sledgehammer works on it, when Treyarch works on it, or whoever, that they got more time to cook in the oven and bring us a much more detailed, stronger experience. If they go and do that, I mean, Warzone is going to definitely benefit as well. So this is all just positive news, and it just tells me that the ABK deal is already taking advantage of. It's helping Microsoft, and Microsoft is helping the ABK.
No doubt, no doubt. I wanted to read off some of the highlights from this, just so we all hear. Not only me and K-Meg on the panel, but those of you in the chat watching, or those of you watching and in the chat, are kind of on the same page. So some of the highlights are Infinity Ward, the development studio behind Call of Duty, has opened a new studio in the U.S., expanding its operation and offering job opportunities. This expansion suggests that Infinity Ward is committed to continue the development of the long-run Call of Duty series, with plans for new titles or support for existing ones. The opening of the new studio, along with the formation of a new team in Spain, indicates that Infinity Ward is focused on improving the development process for future games. So there's some kind of interesting stuff right there. Them opening up in Spain as well, yeah. So they're spreading across the world.
Yeah,
they're trying to be as forward thinking as possible for Call of Duty, is what it seems. And like K Mega has just kind of alluded to, you know, that Microsoft money hits different.
It's way different.
It just does. And now they can, I mean, we already seen, what's his name, come up on stage damn near crying.
Mike Ibarra, yeah.
Yeah, Mike Ibarra with Diablo, man, damn near crying, bro.
Oh.
Because, I mean, not saying like Microsoft like saved his life or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, when you have a dream to do something and you can start to put together the pieces of the puzzle, they're not so spread all over the place. You can literally see the puzzles connecting to each other. It just brings on a whole different feeling of just, finally, I can exhale now. I've been feeling like I've been holding my breath about this shit forever. And I mean, everybody knows when you cry, it's a release. It's a release of some sort of frustration.
Yes.
Either it was a good frustration or a bad, or not a good frustration, but you know, a frustration that came out good or a frustration that came out tragic. Right? You crying for one of the two reasons. You can't fake what he did on stage.
No, that was passion.
You just can't do it.
I think it was two things. It was twofold. It was one, because of the pandemic and that they didn't have BlitzCon. live, and then also the ABK deal. I think that I mean, as much as and it's crazy as us as content creators and gamers, as much time as we invested into it, it did feel bittersweet, or it felt like a tragedy. It's according to what side you were on. Like if you was a PlayStation fan that don't want to see anything, Microsoft or Xbox succeed, then this was one of those things that stung, that got you in the chest. You know what I mean? One of those deep, got like, But for Xbox fans, and it's crazy because I mean, yes, do we benefit as gamers? Absolutely, but our investment into it is pretty wild because most people don't know any of these people or met any of these people or anything like that. But just because of, if you're an Xbox gamer, you enjoy the fact of seeing that everything that what was promised is happening. So it was joyful. And I think that also, so just put that in the equation of just us who's kind of from the outside looking in. Think about everybody who was inside of that bubble, like a Mikey Barra, like Phil Spencer, or anybody from all the employees that was out there at Activision that didn't know what was going to happen, back and forth. So those people are probably elated. So I think you was right. Like that, those was emotions of joy and release. Like, hell yeah, I'm back. The pandemic situation is not as severe as it was. We could get back to doing our work, and we finally have a backer. We ain't got to worry about these other problems that we were having previously, because we know that we have somebody that is $1 trillion company that has our back. So let's go. So I agree with that 100%.
A new little piece of, or not new, but another piece of information I just kind of wanted to go over for this article before we go on ahead and move on is according to an advertisement from Infinity Ward that was archived by VGC, Video Game Chronicle. The studio has expanded its operations into Austin, Texas. Infinity Ward is hiring several new roles, including UI and design positions, which a lot of people have complained about the UI, including myself, where it's just it feels like it's kind of all over the place. Hopefully they can kind of get that back to, I don't know. I know they're trying to sell stuff, but at the same time, it's just half the time I'm just like, I'm just going to hit B until I get back to where I know where I'm at, because I don't know all this stuff that's going on. It's not very pretty, in my opinion. It could be much more fluent. Then it goes on to also say, since the studio just opened, this branch of the Call of Duty developer is likely in an early planning stage for its next title or supporting games that are in development or already out. The listing mentions how the developer will be looking to create new and innovative experiences for the series by using state-of-the-art tech. Sounds like we need to move to the next topic, K-Mega.
Before we do, though, got to ask you this question, because Mishi asked a really good question, made a good point, and I want to kind of ask you this, and people in the chat.
What, Battlefield is whack?
Well,
is that the good point?
No. Hit the point of, out of the three, Halo, Battlefield, COD, where's your placement? Because now it's going to be wild. I can't wait to see what people say in the chat. And this will be something that might be a question of the day for on GRG or something like that. Now, since Call of Duty is an Xbox, are people going to now start kind of putting COD above Halo? Is Halo still king? Battlefield, whereas Battlefield plays for me, it's Halo, Battlefield, COD. I'm always going to stay I'm going to keep it traditional on that. But what about you, Ham Solo?
Oh, mine is Halo, Call of Duty, and then Battlefield. Halo, okay. and I'm talking whole package. I'm not. A lot of people, I feel like, just think about the multiplayer. I'm thinking whole package. Right. And Halo is just like, the story is like, all of the Halo stories are more memorable, in my opinion, than any of the Call of Duty or Battlefield stories. In my opinion, you can argue it if you want, but that's my opinion. And then Call of Duty I put second because I don't really have too much history with Battlefield. And I loved Call of Duty on and off for a lot of my internet, like Ethernet type gaming history. I don't want to say my gaming history because my gaming history goes way before, or not way, like I ain't that old. But
I was gonna say way before you still.
It goes clearly before internet was even
right.
available for consoles readily. Before we had any kind of jacks in the back of the consoles or anything like that. So yeah, Battlefield is dope. I've always loved that Battlefield focused on like having vehicles and exploding buildings and stuff like that. I like that more than Call of Duty in the sense of just like scope and size. But I've always liked Call of Duty for what it knows it's good at, being tight, the levels, being very memorable, pretty easy to understand, and then just the gunplay in Call of Duty is phenomenal. So yeah. I mean, I'm really cool with all of them, but I definitely put Halo and then Call of Duty and then last of all Battlefield, because every time I play Battlefield, I'm not really sure what to expect. Is what it seems like for me.
No. That's why I was asking you. For me, I put it in a perspective of fighters. Halo is like a Tekken. It's technical, but you can learn it. Battlefield is like Virtua Fighter. It's very technical. That's why more military people play Battlefield, because it's so realistic. And then Call of Duty is like Dead or Alive. You can button press to a victory if you hit the buttons right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, COD, it probably has the best feel when it comes to gunplay. Battlefield is very strategic, while Halo is very technical.
Strategic.
Yeah. It's very technical.
Let this man be country. Jesus Christ.
No, what did I do? It's strategic. What did I do?
Strategic.
Strategic, man. Strategic. Let me say it the Oklahoma way. Let me say it the Oklahoma way, man. It's all right. You do what I was saying. Strategic. Let me say it my way, sucker. Anyway, let me be country.
But anyway, I wanted to get to the next topic because this right here is pretty nuts in my opinion. So let me go on ahead and pull this sucker up right here. So Jim Fan at Dr. Jim Fan says somehow in this epic meltdown, Satya swoops in, wins it all, and wins with grace. I'm floored. OpenAI was invincible until Friday. Now Microsoft will fully own an in-house GPT-4 in 9 months. Leverage its massive distribution power to spin the biggest data flywheel ever. Collect huge profits and scale the most powerful intelligence on Azure. While doing all this without any non-profit governance whatsoever. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that the course of humanity changed abruptly and fundamentally on November 20th of 2023. Not at all what the coup intended. Right, Clippy?
Man.
Yo.
Bro. And that's a former OpenAI guy, employee that works for NVIDIA now. And he knows what's cooking right now. This is the best finesse that I think that I've ever seen in corporate history. I know that there's some more. I know. You know what I'm saying? But for from my standpoint, I have not seen such a finesse. At one point in time, and I mean recently, anybody that sit there and talked about anybody that was all supportive of open AI hated anything Microsoft, hated it. Like, you just despised it. And all of a sudden, and I'm thinking all those employees, everything like that, they just could not stand anything that Microsoft was doing. Like, there would be people that would go and, use OpenAI over DirectX, you know what I'm saying, 10 or whatever, or, I'm pretty sure it even goes before that, like, for whatever whatever the DirectX is, the terminology is called. But now you look at this, and Satya hires the man that got fired that helped build OpenAI. And because of the loyalty from the people because not only they fired him, but they also let go of the co-founder too. I forget the other guy's name. I think the main guy's name is Sam, right? And the loyalty from those employees said, look, if y'all won't hire this man back, we're going to go to Microsoft. How the hell they acquired them? And because the way that the board did it, they made the decision. They can't turn back on it. They already made the decision to get rid of this guy. And then Microsoft swooped him up in a heartbeat, started a whole new division. He's going to be the CEO of it. It's kind of like, Xbox with Phil Spencer, you know what I'm saying? So like they got their own division, but just with AI technology. And now he brought the co-founder back, and now there's 500 plus employees out of the 700 that says, look, we're finna leave. We're finna go back. We're finna go to Microsoft. That man right there, Satya.
Goddamn demon.
Bro, he is a monster. Man, he said, and once this shit happened, he said, he did a clip. He made a quote on that clip. He said,
I got it.
Oh yeah, you got to play that, bro. Wait.
What clip are you talking about? You talking about a video clip?
Yeah, it was a video clip where he said,
if you got that, you should send that over. I'll definitely play it.
Bro, when he said, Google is the 800-pound gorilla, but we want to let them know that Microsoft is going to make that gorilla dance. I'm like, yo, this dude is not.
He didn't say that.
I swear to God, bro, I'm going to send it to you. Bro is not bullshitting. Man, you stands, y'all have no idea. This man's playing on a whole nother ball field. Y'all keep talking about field. That is who you need to be watching out for, because that man is dangerous. He's coming for. He wants it all, bro. It's almost getting to the point to me. I'm getting a little nervous. Like, oh shit, wait a minute, Microsoft. Now you're getting.
Man, can't make a cut now. You getting
sorry, I'm getting tired. The end game is almost here, folks. Steam is the last little piece to this puzzle. And Microsoft said, we good. There ain't no stopping anything they doing. But that man right there, Satya, I'm gonna send you that. But that man, Satya, is a damn monster. I'm gonna send this to you right now because I put it in GRG.
Hell no! I see it right here.
Okay, play that. Let the people hear it. Play that. That's right. That's right, Joanna.
That ain't right.
Satya is not about playing games, bro. People talk about Phil. Phil is a dog, but this dude here, Satya, is something different. When they first picked him up, I was like, who is this dude? He don't even care about gaming. Man. Now this man said, oh, I see what you're talking about.
Y'all look at what I typed in the top. All I said is make that gorilla dance, Satya. And the first thing that comes up is right here.
Don't you play that quote,
right
bro.
Here, I was like, ain't no way he said that.
Yes.
But he did. Let's go on ahead and listen to this. This is wild.
42 second fire.
Some more
Hold up. I can't hear it. I need to be able to hear this joint. Oh shit, this is insane.
Competition to search. It was a day where we brought some more competition.
Can you hear it, Kim?
to search. We've been at it. Believe me, I've been at it for 20 years and I've been waiting for it. But look, at the end of the day, let's not, they're the 800-pound gorilla on this, which is what they are. And I hope that with our innovation, they will definitely want to come out and show that they can dance. And I want people to know that we made them dance. And I think that'll be a great day. It was a day where we...
Damn. He said, I want them to know
that
we made them.
We made that ass dance. Bro, they ain't playing. What? Why do PlayStation people think that they
can dance? And I want people to know that we made them dance. I want people to know that we made them dance. People to know that we made them dance, and I think that'll be a great day. It was a day where we brought.
God damn, man, we want them to know we made
them dance. I knew that this dude was on something when he sat there and he rapped back and he put his hands together and says, Sony said they want competition. Let's have competition. Bro, this man's going after Google. PlayStation, you're nothing. Sony, you're nothing to what Microsoft is doing, or Google, or Amazon. Those are the elites of the elites. You are nowhere in their pathway. You're just going to get stomped, and they're not even going to. And Phil and team is going to look at you, feel a little bit bad for you, but Satya don't give two shits about you. You're done. You're done. You're toast. When this man is not playing games, Microsoft is. See, this is the thing about with the difference between Satya and the difference between Bill Gates. Bill Gates was arrogant and loud. And he, a lot of people say he comes off as kind of pompous or whatever. This dude is smooth, diabolical. Like he's like an evil genius. You know what I'm saying? Like he just knows what to say it, when to say it, how to say it, and just express it in a smooth, cool way and just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But listen, I mean, I know Google got dogs over there, and and Apple and all that. They're all good, right? That's going to be a battle of battles. But like all the little stuff at the bottom, like Sony and all that, man, y'all better just go ahead and negotiate because shit's about to get ugly.
Yeah, this man said it right here. So if it's about competition,
let us have competition.
Let us have competition.
Damn. This man ain't fucking around.
No, bro. No. He's
it's cooked. It is done. It's a problem.
Yep.
It is a full-gone conclusion.
Yeah.
That's some wild shit that I didn't expect to hear. But let's go on ahead and read another quote that came from over there. So Satya came to Twitter to have something to say. And this is what he said. He said, we'll remain committed to, do I have that up? All right, cool. Yeah. We remain committed to our partnership with OpenAI and have confidence in our product roadmap. Our ability to continue to innovate with everything we announce at Microsoft Ignite and continuing to support our customers and partners. We look forward to getting to know Emmett Shear and OAI's new leadership team and working with them. And we're extremely excited to share the news that Sam Altman and Greg Brockman, together with colleagues, will be joining Microsoft to lead a new advanced AI research team. We look forward to moving quickly to provide them with the resources needed for their success. Yo, that man got his cookie all up in the cookie jar.
Bro, yeah, I mean, how fast that was for them to jump on that and pick this guy up, and then now and start this division, and then now going to have these employees come in. They acquired these people without going through regulators. Like they just did it. That's what I'm saying. This is one of the most
back end, man.
Yeah, this is one of the most finesse things I've seen or have experienced when I'm paying attention to this type of business stuff on this level. Like, bro, that is crazy. So you can't say nothing is gone, right? Because until it's officially gone. But from all indications of what so many people have said, and that's still to be determined because there's still some things to be ironed out. But it looks like from what investors and other people are saying out there is that OpenAI is cooked, because you lost the co-founder and the founder, and now you're going to lose a big substantial piece of the of the people, of the employees that help build OpenAI. Let's just say that you will keep 150 of those employees. You're going to have to start all over again. And what will happen to that company? So it is, I don't know, man. I don't know, but this was pretty fascinating. And I've kept asking people like Slow Mo and other people like that, in one particular DM, and because they know, they're way more advanced in knowing these type of stuff than I am, and Everborn and them. But the crazy thing, I was like, well, what happened? Why did they fire the founder? And people saying that's the funny thing. Nobody knows. They just let him go. It seemed like the suits was just about the power trip. Like they just wanted to just flex their muscle, get this guy out of here because maybe somebody was pissed off on what he said or how he acted or whatever. And as that saying goes, they fucked around and found out. And right now, there was plenty of people. And now even that one article the one post that you showed beforehand, that guy that works in NVIDIA, he's over here now. He's poaching. He's over here throwing the fishing line. Like, hey, the rest of you guys that's not going to go to Microsoft, come over here to NVIDIA. So OpenAI might be done. So what I'm saying, I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then Tom Warren out here, because he does his due diligence all day long, no matter what hour it is. He is up at all sorts of times giving us these crazy bits of information. He comes out here and says lots of key OpenAI employees posting OpenAI is nothing without its people. How many will resign and join Microsoft? And all these people just spamming the same thing. It's absolutely insane.
Right. And see, there's another thing too that Satya has done with Microsoft. Because that's different, right? Because there's still that animosity, that hate from certain people about Microsoft, but it's not nowhere near like it used to be. If you remember, it used to be just constant. People just wanted to find anything and everything to try to stay away from Microsoft. That tide has turned. That tide is turning. It's not completely turned, but when you have the people that's there that seems much more likable, that has a better stand, that has better communication skills with talking with people, interacting. You got these CEOs like Phil Spencer. Now you're going to have this guy that's there. He obviously has to be very likable. Then for everybody else that's included, it just seems like you added like Sarah Bond, you got Mike Ibarra, you got all these other people from just in every other business, right? That's going on within Microsoft. It seems like the one thing that they lacked, they've got control of. Now, since they have that, now it's time for them to try to make people feel more comfortable with Microsoft. And it looks like that's happening. And then, kind of like how I said that what Microsoft's Xbox was going to do to Sony, they're going to do to the rest of the world. They're going to be like, hey, man, we good. And the next thing you know, they got us all. They just got everything told around us, bro. It's almost scary.
We got just under 10 minutes to go until I gotta get going. I gotta pick up my daughter, and I got a doctor's appointment for my lower back that I gotta get taken care of here.
Oh, for your corns? I know.
My corns and my lower back. Okay.
No, corns.
Anyways,
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like you're projecting a little bit.
No, I just said that. I just know what we talked about. You said them big ass feet hurt. Like I just said, you got Fred Flintstone toes.
I don't know who you was talking. Maybe you thinking about the conversation you and the Don had on Saturday. Yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyways, let's get back on track because K Mega love to sidetrack. But anyways,
I'm not as bad as Loke though.
Speaking of track though, right? Look at what Jez Corden had to say just recently, right? I'm gonna go on ahead and pull this up because this is crazy. This is crazy. So I'm going ahead and give it to me right there. It is. Pow. So let me zoom that in for you suckers out there watching. Jez Corden from Windows Central puts out, Xbox is on track to knock Sony PlayStation down to third place for the first time in history. Let me give you a little bit more context as to this. Jez goes on to say, with combined Activision and Xbox revenue, Sony PlayStation may be looking at a third place spot behind Microsoft for the first time. What you need to know, Microsoft and Sony have been intense rivals in the high-end console gaming market, with Sony typically out in the forefront by almost every metric. Despite Xbox console market share woes, Microsoft has found tons of success by expanding across the PC and doubling down on services. Now that Microsoft has acquired Activision Blizzard, the makers of Call of Duty, Microsoft may be on course to leapfrog Sony's gaming revenue for the first time in history. Tencent remains a top dog by a mile, owing to investments in companies like Epic Games, domination in China, mobile titles, and ownership of League of Legends Riot. Microsoft has long touted its goal of becoming top dog in the gaming industry, while also stating that its eyes are on players like Apple and Tencent rather than PlayStation and Nintendo in order to achieve those goals. Indeed, the top player in the industry is indeed Tencent. The Chinese tech giant has massive investments in companies like Epic Games with Fortnite, as well as dominant positions in service PC and mobile games in both West and Eastern markets in general. Apple, despite making no games or gaming hardware of its own, has also long been comfortably ahead of Microsoft, owing to massive taxes it imposes on developers in its iOS app store. The landscape is rapidly changing, however. So, Mega, we got about 5 minutes. I want you to tell me what you think about this whole dang thing, because this is nuts. Microsoft's looking like they making bread left, right, and center.
Yeah, no, it's something that I've been predicting for a while, before even the ABK deal. It's something that I've been saying this particular thing right here. Xbox will get market share without selling the most consoles. And that's exactly what they're going to do. When they looked over, when Game Pass, when they really went all in with Game Pass, and then for what the acquisitions that they made in 2018, I thought that those were incredibly impressive and was the start of them making it right on top of bringing in their older IPs, and then of course, you know, making some new IPs. But Game Pass was the thing for me that made me believe that, look, if they could keep the ball rolling and get it, then it's fine. What made me a true believer was in 2021 when they were when they won Publisher of the Year, because that was a good, strong lineup. 2022 was an aberration, right? Like, because of the delays and things like that. We actually now starting to see exactly what Xbox is looking at, almost at full circle. So you know what I'm saying, it's pretty wild. Because this train is not going to stop, and it's only going to get bigger. And now with the ABK deal, man, there's no stopping this train. And like, everybody keeps trying to, all the stands keeps bringing up the point about 2027. You know what I'm saying? As though that's going to be the end of Xbox. No, that's going to be the end of the console war, in my opinion, because by that time, just think of the slate of games that Xbox is going to have each year by that time, which means when they start to head into the next generation, what that console is going to be like and what their game lineups is going to be like, PlayStation has no chance in sustaining. And if the metric is the same of how we've seen how people are buying their games on PlayStation right now, then there's no question that this is going to eventually happen. This is what me and King David and others has been alluding to. The ABK deal has just made this a much more substantial fact instead of a prediction. You can't sit there and have, when the reality is that when Call of Duty, a product of your competition, is making more money, is going to be making more money than any of your first party titles, or outselling all of your first party titles, that is the death blow to where Sony can't maintain. And as already we're seeing that they're scrambling, they're losing all of their talent. They're already losing the person that was the head of the studio that made Returnal. Like, you don't lose all this talent and you don't go through 3 CEOs in less than 10 years and then expect them to still keep everything rolling as though nothing, like the wheels never fell off. No, they got to stop sometimes. They got to put some new wheels on it, and then hopefully they get to pushing. But by that time, the competition, which is Xbox, is already full steam ahead. So yeah, no, I definitely believe this.
I mean, I could see it. I mean, they invested so much, right? I mean, there's literally no excuse now. If you look at, you know, where Xbox was back in like 2016, 2017, where it just was a few studios and a whole lot of hope. That's what it really was.
That's all I could do.
Compared to now, where it's just like, all right, like, this library is full of knowledge. Now, all you guys got to do is go in, read the dang books, and come out and put the tools to work. Put the tools to work. So, I mean, I think it's I think it's totally possible and probably will happen. I'm just wondering, what will Sony do to counter or stop said bleeding? Because, I mean, Sony will be fine in the sense of, you know, them being around and, you know, they're putting stuff out. But they're going to, I mean, Sony likes to compete. Sony wants to win. Sony loves to win. So they will do something to adjust in the future. I just don't know what that is. But shout out to Michi Miyagi, because I'm going to have to close it out with this right here. Satya pulled out the Kimbo Uzi.
Oh,
it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But anyways, y'all, fantastic show today. Thank you, K Mega, for showing up late. You know, that was great. But anyways,
oh my God,
I don't want to hear it. Anyways, y'all, it was a wonderful show. Thanks for everybody that showed up. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. Share this out. Let everybody know that we went live. We will see you next Monday on K Mega's channel, K Mega 405, right? Or is it K Mega 4?
It's K Mega 405, sucker.
Well, I know it's K Mega 4 somewhere.
On Twitter. Yeah, on Twitter.
Okay,
Yeah, it is
it's
on
K
Twitter.
Mega 4 on Twitter. So there you go. Yeah, we'll see you over there next Monday for the next episode of the crossover. But make sure you check us out tomorrow with me and Loke for the lowdown, and that will be the last show of the week for me on TSWS Gaming. So there'll be no behind them sticks, no bullshitting unless Loke decides to do something. I don't know how they celebrate Thanksgiving and
They don't celebrate no Thanksgiving.
That part of Texas, but
yeah, that part of Texas, they don't like turkey.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it in Wakanda, Texas. but anyways, we out of here, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. Happy Monday to y'all. Be safe, and as I always say, this is your boy Ham Solo from TSWS Gaming, letting you know to keep it gaming or keep it moving. Peace.
Peace.